Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. I would like to welcome all board members to Annual General Meeting 2020. Present at the meeting today are Ms. Arlisya, our Analyst 1, and Mr. Azrai, our Analyst 2. Mr. Syakir as CIMB, Bank Representative, while Mr. Azfar as Representative of Petronas Shareholder. At the end of the meeting, we have a question and answer period, and Ms. Arlisya and Mr. Azrai will be answering the question concerning the company financial report. Alright, now I will distribute the agenda. Did everyone receive the agenda?
Yes.
Okay, is everyone here?
Everyone is here, sir, and we have a quorum.
Thank you, Mr. Arlisya. Can we proceed with our agenda? Are there any amendment?
No, sir, there is no amendment.
Can anyone propose the minutes pass as a true record?
I propose the meeting to be passed as a true record.
I second the motion.
Alright, let's move forward. Any matter arising?
No.
Alright, let's move on to our business. As everyone informed, today's meeting's primary objective is to analyse the financial report of Petronas as ended 31 December 2020. The report is open for discussion. If Mr. Syakir and Mr. Azfar have any question or comments, you can ask after presentation. Mr. Azrai, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Fahmi. Without wasting time, now I will explain the details of the financial position of the company in 2020 and showing the comparison between 2020 and 2019. I will start with the total for non-current asset in 2020 have decreased by 303,342 compared to 2019, which is 384444. The total for current asset for the year 2020 has also decreased by 73515 compared to the year 2019, which is 79357. Next is the total of equity has decreased in the year of 2020, which is 274494. Meanwhile, in 2019 is 299784. And the last one, the total current liabilities also have decreased by 13275 compared to previous year, which is 24563. Now we will go to statement profit or loss. And other comprehensive income for Petronas Berhad. The gross profit for 2020 is 22196. The earning before tax and interest is 21190. The profit before taxation is 49452 and the profit after taxation is 17655. After round all the elements in the statement profit or loss, it would make a comprehensive income of 8710 for the year of 2020, lower than 2019, which is 41954. All the details in statement financial position appear to be lower than 2019, and the details in statement profit or loss appear to be lower as well than the previous year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Azrai. Now I will explain in details about the types of ratios and evaluations. Firstly is liquidity ratio. For current ratio, it has slightly differences between the year of 2019 and 2020 is higher than the current ratio in 2019, which means that the recent performance of our current ratio is better than the previous years. This also means that in 2020, our company have the ability to pay our short-term obligations on time. Besides, the company has a higher of quick ratio in 2020 than the previous year, which means that our quick ratio performance for the recent year is better than the previous years. The differences was only 2.32 times. It reflects that our company capable to pay our short-term obligations without rely on inventories in 2020. However, for the net working capital, both year which are 2019 and 2020 turns out to have a positive values. This may conclude that the net working capital for both years are good. This shows that our company is liquid and able to pay our short-term obligations in 2019 and 2020. Secondly is activity ratios. For inventory turnover, the differences between 2019 and 2020 is 60.96. The inventory turnover in 2020 is higher than in 2019, which means that the current year of our inventory turnover are better than the previous years. It also implies that in 2019, our company did not have the ability to reflect the effectiveness of the company in utilizing its inventory to generate sales. After that, the average collection period for 2019 and 2020 both are high. Even though the average collection period is for 2019 is 57.12 days, is lower than 2020 is 70.13 days. This can conclude that both of the year for average collection period is bad. It also means that the average collection period is indicating that our company has problem in collecting debt. Besides that, for fixed asset turnover, the highest ratio in 2019 and the lowest is in 2020. The differences between both of the year are 3.04. It means that in 2020 our company have a better fixed assets turnover in 2019. This also implies that our company has less money tied up fixed asset for each unit of currency of sales revenue. Lastly, for total assets turnover, the differences between for 2019 and 2020 is 0.11. The highest ratio in 2019 and the lowest is in 2020. The previous years for total assets turnover is better than the current year. It means that our company has a low total assets turnover because it is not efficiently using its asset to generate sales. Thirdly is leverage or debt management ratios. The current debt ratio within the year of 2020 is at 27.16%, which is higher compared to the percentage of the previous year, which is at 20.02%. This indicates that the company's debt has risen in the last year. This is because the corporation purchases its assets on credit. As a debt to equity of Petronas in the year of 2020 is at 30.41%, meanwhile in 2018 the percentage is at 11.44%. This indicates that the ratio has risen. As a result, the company has a larger level of debt than the previous year, indicating that the corporation has been active in using debt to support its operations. Last and but not least, its profitability ratios. For gross profit margin, it has slightly differences between the year of 2019 and 2020, which is 10.35 times. The gross profit margin in 2019 is higher than the gross profit margin in 2020, which means that the higher gross profit margin is preferred, a lower cost structure, and will result in higher profit. This also means that in 2019 our company has the capacity to pay on time for our short-term commitments. Our company has a lower operating profit margin in 2020 than the previous year, which means that our operating profit margin performance for the second year is worse than the previous years. The difference was only 15.62. It shows that our company will have worse productivity in 2020. Therefore, net profit margin in 2019 and 2020 has gone down by 22.46%. For return assets in 2019, it shows that our firm will be able to generate earnings of 10.82%. For 2020, it shows that our firm is able to generate earnings of 2.31%. Our company in 2020 is not effectiveness in generating profit with all of our assets. This shows that the company's shareholder value is steadily decreasing in 2020, which could signal that the company is unable to generate value for its shareholders. It's because that Petronas failed to properly manage its profit. As can be seen, the management makes terrible selection when it comes to reinvesting profit in unproductive assets in both years.
Thank you for the presentation, Ms. Alisha and Mr. Azrai. I find the analysis very unsatisfactory, since Petronas is becoming worse in 2020 and more losses for the industry.
In my opinion, I'm quite concerned since the Petronas performance in 2020 appears to be decreasing in comparison to the previous year. On the other hand, our liquidity company has increased more than the previous year, although the differences are not significant. We can conclude that the corporation will continue to be able to satisfy its current debt when they come due. In addition, the firm is also able to pay off its current liabilities with its most liquid assets.
I will be happier if you could give me sale badges. It gives good feedback and I will consider investing more in this company if the dividend is good enough.
Thank you, Mr. Azfar. We will try our best. We will do more for our future plans.
Okay, perhaps you can explain what your plan is to me.
My idea on how we can increase the company sales is that we can improve innovation and unique product. This will continue to intensify marketing and promote sales of stock. This is what we're going to do. We should focus on tapping the opportunities in our customer like something fresh and new, and in a while we can also grow our property development and invest business. So I feel that focusing on innovation and creating a unique product, we would be able to attract more customers, which will help us improve our sales.
Yes, I agree with your idea. Next idea is I think that we should enforce more on divestments of the bank. This could be part of the initiatives to boost earnings for this segment as for generating cash flows.
That's good idea also. Any more ideas?
Yes, sir. I would like to suggest that we do any CSR project this year for extra marketing. From this project, it will raise the public's awareness of the existence of our company and know the advantages of the service that we can offer them and increase sales and demand from the customers.
I will like the idea from you, Ms. Alisha, and I will support it. For this project, it will raise the public awareness of the existence of our company and know the service we can offer them and increase sales and demand for customers.
I like all of your ideas. However, in view of cost and benefits, we should only associate with the best idea where we can generate the highest sale from it.
Do you think this will not waste your company finance?
I have confidence in our company and our product have been recognized by our client. This brought us much success and acceptance by our clients since they are already trusted our product. So I'm sure that this will work and we will not let our financial go to waste.
I would like to add something. First of all, thank you for both of you presenters, Mr. Azrai and Ms. Arlisya, for a very informative presentation, and to you also, Mr. Fahmi. So moving on to my agenda on attending this meeting, it is me who approve on loans or give my advice on surface level of financial terms. Allow me to repeat, especially on the debt ratio performance. The debt ratio has a big jump from 22.02% to 27.16%, which total up to 5.14%, which is quite a number in a 12-month period. Next, as for the debt to equity ratios, only a slight of 1.97% increase from both 2019, which is 11.44%, to 2020, 13.41%. I must say, Petronas struggles a bit in their debt in 2020.
I know the company is struggling a little bit from the pandemic, but we can assure you that we have many project plans that can bring the company back to its place. With that being said, can we have any loan approved on your behalf to make this project run smoothly?
Like many of the other banks, it is hard for us to approve for loan. However, in this case, in order to maintain our mutual relationship and after listening to your points, we can manage in approving your loans. So we really hope in the upcoming years Petronas can gain back its momentum strong like many years before. But if the situation persists, we will not hesitate to withdraw from this company.
Glad to hear that. We can ensure your success for this upcoming project.
I want to add something. Based on the statement profit or loss for the year 2020, there is an increase in total comprehensive income compared to 2019. I also noticed most of the part under the profitability ratio for 2020 are lower than 2019. From my point of view, the company is experiencing a decline and did not have a stable financial performance, so that the reason I may not invest in Petronas Berhad. Furthermore, in my research, Malaysia is facing COVID-19 pandemic. In December 2019, Malaysian manufacturing sector is facing a crisis in the manufacturing of commodities such as oil and gas, caused by the Movement Control Order on the MCO. For the first half of the year 2020, Petronas oil and gas sector has been worsened by a poor demand because of the worldwide lockdown and limitation on moving supplies capacity and unstable of pricing prospect. The company's revenue for the 2020 was RM 70,460 million, 39.39% decrease from RM 121,202 million in the same period for 2019. This is due to lower average realized price across the board and lower sales volume, primarily from processed gas and LNG. Moreover, there is a downward revision of price forecast as a result of the current macroeconomic landscape and increasing price of energy transaction. So, significant impairments were recognized during the period. As a result, Petronas Berhad has to hire less employees to reduce problematic finance to the corporation because they will have difficult paying their salary due to distractions such as Movement Control Order MCO. Since Petronas Berhad cannot operate as usual, the employee has to work in shift hours instead. As a result, they will have difficulty producing profit. Furthermore, larger economic problems are associated with current and potential future demand for oil, which translate into functioning in oil and price as a result of reduced economic activity by COVID-19 pandemic. If oil price remain low than expected, may oil independent economy may contract as a result of reduced trade and investment. The labour market shock will be served and it will be effect the disruption to the economy. So I'm pretty sure I will invest in the company due to the company is facing loss because of COVID-19 pandemic. With that being said, may I know the amount of the dividend offered? This may boost our confidence in spending our own money in the company.
We may take some time to finalize the dividend of the shareholder because the dividend payout amount is normally generated by forecasting long-term earning and calculating a percentage of earning to be paid out. But according to the analysis that we had evaluated, the amount that the shareholder will receive is roughly in the range of 2% to 3%.
2% to 3% is quite big. That's good news that I want to hear from you guys. I'm pleased with this and I am sure that I can invest more in this company.
As the Chief Executive Officer, CEO of this company, I want to apologize for the difficulty we are facing right now. But the board has said that the dividend should not more than 2%. I really hope you can understand.
2% is more than enough for me, but may I ask what we can guarantee from this company?
I cannot guarantee anything to you, but I believe and I'm confident to continue this project.
Fair enough. Thank you, Mr. Fahmi.
Okay, to wrap this up, the company will make innovation and unique product to intensity marketing and promote sales. Besides that, we also can apply more on investment of the market of bank to boost earning for this segment as for generating cash flow. Moreover, we can do any CSR project for extra marketing to increase sale and demand from customer. It will raise the public awareness of the existing of our company and know the advantage of the service we can offer them. And if required, the company will also apply for a new bank loan. The retained earning will also be used to pay the new loan installment. Alright, good. Anything else? Any question or comment?
No, sir.
Mr. Fahmi.
Well, then thank you for attending. Will someone propose the meeting to be dismissed?
Yes, I propose that the meeting will be dismissed.
Seconder?
Yes, I second the motion.
Okay. Thank you. The meeting was dismissed. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.